Folks, I will tell you right now, sometimes I hate people. I mean, I really do. Person gets mad at me because I'm always straight up with people, you know? I'm always straight up. But I will tell you right now, if the great one says that you have syphilis and you need to go to urgent care, your monkey ass has syphilis, all right? This guy is going back and forth with me about, well, I thought she was clean. They said that symptoms won't show up for at least 5 or 10 years. I say, essay, are you out your mind or something? Take yourself over to urgent care and get yourself those 3 painful shots. And you be all right. But don't go talking and trying to reason with me about something. Because I'm going to keep it real, tell it to you like it is. Fact of the matter is, folks, you could always find a dog at 3 a.m. in the morning. But you ain't got to play fetch with it. And you certainly don't have to give it a bone, neither. All right? Because sometimes, with those dogs at 3 a.m. in the morning, they got fleas. You roll around with a dog, sometimes you're going to get fleas. Period. Non-negotiable. All right? And then the reason why I was stalled today, I'm up there arguing with this woman until like, whoa, it's 5:48. So we'll keep the stream open till 6:45. And she's just going back and forth about her undefined person. And she thinks that she gets extra privileges because your daughter is in, like I said before, whenever a note comes up, there's a note on the file that says, please refer to her as her name. I won't give it out because of HIPAA, I can't give this information out. But I will tell you this right now. I wanted to say this to her, but I couldn't. Daughter, transgender, whatever she calling herself, the file said undefined. Okay, let me define it as undefined. Take your undefined whatchamacallit to wherever it needs to go to. All right? Period. Just because you have an undefined person as a undefined, it's kind of confusing because I can't say transgender. I can't say binary. It just says unfucking defined. That means that it does not know who it is. Period. But it doesn't give you special privileges.
Thought this clip was pretty funny.
Mr. Krabs with a $3 donation. You know what, folks? We do need to see a video. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm starving for a video. I don't want to think about work again, folks. You want to know why? Because people are cray-cray. They are cray-cray. Let's see what we got. This better not be no porn or anything. Actually, I'm going to check it first. Oh yeah, and while we're checking this here, I want to thank Pugman again. Thanks, Pugman. It's just I got a community strike right now, and they're even on the fence on the political stuff. Well, he wasn't even there. We'll talk about that bitch in a minute, you know, but sometimes they end up where they're going to end up there, you know. Nothing you can do about that. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I'm definitely a Panthers fan. Definitely a Panthers fan. All right, I think it's safe to play. Oh, need my picture. Oh, by the way, folks, I'm having a cigar. Got my hot cocoa. Cutting down on the drinks because I got to work out later. And, of course, my water cup given to me by my good friend Pugman. Y'all be sure to thank Pugman. All right, let's play the beautiful bean footage as soon as I light my smoky.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome recent Harvard University graduate, Shabbos Kestenbaum.
Oh, no. Shabbos Kestenbaum.
My name is Shabbos Kestenbaum.
Oh, brother.
I am a proud first-generation American. I am a
American.
proud Orthodox Jew.
I love to say that.
And as of 5 months ago, I am the
brother.
proud plaintiff suing Harvard University for its failure to combat anti-Semitism.
Come on. They love to sue. I am suing Harvard for anti-Semitism.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That is a bit funny. Not in a good way. I mean, the thing about it is that Trump did take away their money. And and like Big Worm said on Friday, messing with somebody's money is like messing with their emotions. Yes, Ryan, we got the link up. I don't know why that's doing that. But folks, get your questions in. Going to tackle a couple things. And I will tell you this right now, folks. I knew this would happen. Jimmy Kimmel is off the air. I think that, and I listened to the comment, he didn't say anything bad in particular. Nothing. A lot of doxing going on, a lot of everything. I told you, folks, this would be a very minty year. Turning out to be that way. Well, what did Dubs do this time? He's always crashing out. Oh, I'm not going to play. We're not playing any dub stuff. I've already got enough community strikes already. That's actually what caused one of them. The first one, then it dropped, and then I got another one. Well, that's up to the networks there, Matthew. But the decision shouldn't be made based upon something he says about Charlie Kirk. Here's my problem. Charlie Kirk was not a political figure. Well, he was definitely a political figure, but he was not an elected official. He was not someone that was in the military. You know, he was just an activist. Now, I can make the argument I have no problems with lowering the flag. I mean, they did that for Martin Luther King. They've done that for other generally respectful figures, so I have no problems. The Great One doesn't have any problems with lowering the flag or anything like that. But our outrage must match. In other words, you don't You don't throw a nuke because someone threw a pebble at you. In other words, Jimmy Kimmel didn't get Charlie Kirk shot. And neither did all the 20,000 people that, you know, simply said either Goody deserved it, I saw it coming. Celebrating someone's death is not nice, but it's free speech. And that's the thing, Jimmy Kimmel didn't even say that. He wasn't even really, he used that as an indirect reference here of changing the narrative. Where are we going these days, folks? Fellow piss troopers, where are we going? Well, Nick's a very interesting person. All for, again, for the wrong reasons. You know, there's been a lot of talk about The Rock. I mean, I think Greg Doucette's made his 7th video on him. He's dieting down for a freaking movie. I mean, geez. He's doing a movie. Shut up! Shut it up! Shut! I'm like, geez. Did see the Blaha doc someone dropped? Put it in the community chat, KCB. I'd like to see that. I would like to see that. That would be nice to see, actually. Good deal. Sorry I had to finish my cigar. I need to actually get some more. I think next time when I order from Cigars International, I'm going to actually pick up my cigarettos. I'm going to buy a whole box of them. And then that way I don't have to fool with them. Plus, I still get a 20% discount on them, too, with free shipping. It only makes perfect sense. Because I'm going to buy them anyway. Dubs doesn't need to be triggered. He just needs to wake up in the morning and he's triggered. Sorry if I'm not too responsive. I'm still trying to wrap my head around things. Like I said, I just got off work. Hey, Great White, I'm real sorry. Sorry to hear that, man. Damn. Jimmy Fallon? I don't care about Jimmy Fallon. I care about Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, my dog. I mean, he hosted The Man Show. Oh, my man, Vegan Gains dropped by. What's up, dog? Hemocroft, liver function. That's good. It's good that you're checking that because you're, you know, I'm assuming this is the first time you've taken steroids, and you got to keep those things in check. And I mean, you have the money to do it, so, you know. Me personally, I only need see a doctor once a year. By the way, cousin, what do you think of my new YouTube thumbnail for the happy hour? Does that not look good, folks? Does it look good? I think so. All right, let's see what you got here. Better not be no cursing in it. Let's turn off this music. Ah, thanks. You know, that was all completely AI thought of. Centra AI is kicking ass for me. It's taking care of my work. It's summarizing my emails. It's just getting everything done.
Hi, how are you? Why don't you have anything on besides those black shorts?
This is the only piece of clothing I own. I sacrificed everything. I didn't have a choice.
Okay. Well, why don't you take a seat in that purple chair over there? We made that just for you.
Finally, something else to sit on besides that plyometric box back home.
So, tell me about yourself.
He is getting PSD. I don't know, No, I'm taking a break from Tan's Raw. There's no more Soul Post Saturday, at least for the next couple months. I'm going to concentrate more on training. You know, that type of shit takes up time, folks.
My name's Janoy Blahino.
I'm just going to beat off, you know. Not chasing any more Tans, at least for now.
I like to lift fake plates on camera and uploaded it online to my YouTube, which has over...
Anonymous with a $5 donation. Or... Oh, I see why it said anonymous. You didn't attach anything there. But again, thanks for the donation. I think we already played that clip. But I have to be very careful with Nick's content because it is... A lot of that stuff's hate speech. But I appreciate the donation.
Over 100,000 subscribers. Okay, over 100,000. Maybe chat online with some MILFs. Delete comments criticizing me on my YouTube channel. And I shove purple dildos deep and far up my rectum. And I have more time to do that now because my roommate, who vomits all over the place and makes me clean it, just crashed a car drunk driving and she's in the hospital.
Okay. And why do you want to work for us?
Because Donald Trump recently proposed ending Section 8. ending Section 8. I used to get mom money by faking Meniere's disease and committing disability fraud, but now I have to go to work for the first time. The very first time, even though I'm about to turn 48 this year. See, when you're forced to do something and you don't have other options, you will be amazed.
What the? Okay, moving on. Tell me what motivates you.
I'm a highly love-motivated person. I'm willing to move mountains, and that's the difference.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
My main strength is my ability to lie. In fact, if there was money to be made in being a pathological liar, I wouldn't need this job. And my weakness is my inability to tell the truth. And the fact that I only have 3 or 4 teeth
got
left.
the clip, so
I
we'll
can
play
go
it
get
after
them all
this one.
fixed if I want, but I don't, because less teeth means more room for dicks in my mouth.
How do you handle stress?
Most of my stress comes from all my internet trolls and cyberstalkers harassing me in my comment section. And I've filed reports to the FBI. They've been looking into this for about a decade. In the meantime, I deal with it by putting flyers on the windows all around my cuck shack telling them to go away.
What is something that you've learned recently?
I've recently learned to wear black instead of white underwear to hide all the piss and shit stains on the front and back of it.
Tell me about a difficult work situation and how you handled it.
One time a bunch of trolls and stalkers were mercilessly commenting really hateful things on my YouTube videos. It made me cry. I handled it by getting my female girlfriend at the time to scroll and delete the comments for me so I didn't have to read any more of them myself.
What did you like the least about your previous job?
The thing I liked the least about my previous job is I had to work. I had to work. And it kept me from playing World of Warcraft as much as I wanted to.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I will be about to turn 53 years old.
Okay, not what I meant, but anyway, when will you be able to start?
I have to fly off to go see my hooker girlfriend, then catapult some bodies into Mexico, but after that, I should be good to go.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Can I take this chair home? It's already halfway inside of me, and it's shaped just like the purple toy I have at home.
Whatever. Just get out of here and never come back.
Oh, boy. Cook Mansion Archive. Now, I think that was an AI of Blaha. But, you know,
And you can bet that we're not going to be sugarcoating any inconvenient or uncomfortable facts.
Oh, really? Have you looked at the bell curves lately? Not going to sugarcoat it for you, buddy. The intricacies of the brain are like, oh, look at all these neurons firing. Bam! No more neurons firing now.
What would happen to someone like me?
You would probably have to see a doctor.
This is why trans people, this is why leftists hate you, this is why they hate right-wingers.
Who's got the clip? No e-girls. Never! Wearing black just like Oswald Mosley. Based? Sign me up.
I'm Jewish, and you're saying that I'm Oh, yeah.
Well, there it is. See, Kyle says, hail. Please don't clip that.
Die for Israel, Goyim.
Who runs the media? Globalists. Time to kill the globalists. Be arrested and deported or hanged. Welcome, everybody. I'm Dave Rubin. I'm gay and Jewish, and this is the Gay Jewish Show. Today we've got a Jew who's going to talk to us about why the only thing you're allowed to disagree on is economics. Well, hello, Dave Rubin. I'm a Jew, and you know what? Is this getting a little hardcore for you? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a little too extreme for you? Maybe you tuned into the wrong show, because you have a lot of conservative babes, and they'll say, I'm a feminist, but I'm like a real feminist, like the right to vote feminist, like the equality for women feminist. Yeah, shut up, idiot. We don't like you either. We don't need you either, you know? I'm not a yellow. I'm a person of color. Okay, your color is yellow. You're yellow. everyone should be armed. Everyone should have a gun. Babies should have guns. That's a joke. Women should not be about that. Women who are like that are sick. You know what women should like? Women should like babies. Hello? Instead of killing babies, they should like the babies. They should like puppies. Well, not too much, though. White women, I'm looking at you. All these whores. That's the problem. All these stupid bitches and whores. That's who we have a problem with. They say, Nick, do you hate women? I say, no, I love women. But you know who I do hate? Stupid bitches and whores. That's who we have a problem with. All these retards and dummies. These people should be put in jail. Never. I would never. No, you stupid bitch. We just need them. Let's just introduce them into the equation. You know, it's not lively enough. We need more problems. We need more violence. Them being the lowest IQ people in the Western Hemisphere, besides Haiti, that may have something to do with it. You might as well just poke your eyes out. That's how blind you are to what's happening. Wow, you're a real badass, dude. I'm such a badass, except when it comes to Jews. Then I suck them off. Somebody's messing with the Jews, they're gonna have to go through me first. Sounds like you get diversity training every day on the job, you know, when you're responding to crime. Shut up. Just eat a Big Mac, you stupid bitch. Just eat a double quarter pounder with cheese. I don't care if it makes me impotent. I don't care if it makes me depressed. And I'm addicted to the serotonin rush. Keep typing on twitter.com, faggot. Faggot pussy. Race traitor. You work for Jews, you know? That's what that's gonna get me in trouble. This show is just, wow, when do we go off the rails?
Let's put it this way, you better not be making any visits
no
to
argument.
Utah
There's
University.
not even reason with these people, okay? Shut the fuck up, roasty. Okay, boomer. Okay, Jew. Faggot. Shut up, bitch. These are the two hands. These are the two hands that are gonna save the white race. That's a joke, alright? It's a joke. I'm sorry, who's the leader of the United Kingdom? Oh, it's a woman? I gotta warn you, is this a path you want to go down? Is this something you really want to do? You really want to do this? Let's settle down. Settle down. I said, look, maybe it's time to start sticking up for your own people instead of taking money from Jews. And I don't know, was that on the line? You know, people get a little tattoo just to, like, say they did it or just to have it. It's just so stupid. You have no respect for yourself. You have no dignity. When I beat R.C. Maxwell down, that should have been a hate crime. You know, they get to vote, Rosie the Riveter, they're in the workforce, Pussy Hat, Amy Schumer. And then, conversely, society, you know, it's time to stop with the pants. It's time to stop with the, we're not going to shave our armpits. Stop voting. Please, stop voting. Now!
Ladies and gentlemen, I just don't get him. I really don't. He better not visit anywhere in Ohio, that's for sure. Well, Charlie Kirk didn't take it to the extremes, but he took it to different extremes. The thing about it is, Chuck E. Cheese, it really doesn't matter which level of extremes it is. If you piss off the wrong people and you go in the wrong places and you don't have enough security, things happen. So Charlie Kirk made 3 mistakes. I mean, 2 of them you can get away with. He can get away with saying whatever he wants to say. And, you know, he's free to go. I mean, he's free to go wherever he wants to go. He's been to Atlanta. He's been to Boston. He's been to New York, of all places. Some of the most dangerous places out there. Nothing's really happened to him or anything. And the biggest thing is that he went to Utah University, automatically assumed that the place was relatively safe and he didn't need security because it was Utah. There ain't no black people there. The fact of the matter is, we've only had one black sniper, the Beltway sniper. Ever since then, no. Not from our race, that's for sure. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Yes, getting unalived in the most conservative state, all because you couldn't even pay for a $200 drone to fly around the place to check to make sure that there was no crazy stuff there. Yeah, the last time someone was in Utah, Karl Malone was there. Is he still residing in Utah? I mean, nothing personal, but Utah doesn't come up on my mind in a daily conversation. I just call it Mormonville. State's full of Mormons. But the problem is that Charlie Kirk ran into someone of the optimum spectrum that has just as much hate in his heart as he did. And he was in a position to do it. He had gun training. He happened to be coming right to where he was. Obviously lacked security at the university. Lacked security by Charlie Kirk. I mean, shit. You can't tell me that you can't spot someone climbing up on a roof? Are you kidding me? A simple $200 drone would have fixed that. It's just madness, folks. If you know that people are going to shoot you, you need to get protection. How long? As long as necessary. Don't let your ops catch you slipping. Well, Chuck E. Cheese, I mean, we got Uncle Tom's in our community that, you know, and stuff. I mean, any gay person that sides with Charlie Kirk, and I had a couple of them that defriended me of all things, Chuck E. Cheese, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I had a couple defriend me because of my words I've said about Charlie Kirk. I mean, I didn't say anything mean. I didn't say he deserved to die. I'm just saying I didn't like the guy, you know, and I wasn't going to lose any sleep over it, you know. Seriously speaking, he's made my life a lot harder. He's made a lot of black people's lives harder, a lot of gay people's lives harder. It just hasn't hit them yet, you know. Oh, absolutely. And I would have actually done the right job there, Ryan. Oh, heck yeah, I would have done Charlie Kirk's security. I would have been his bodyguard. If I was his bodyguard, he'd still be alive. Because Lord knows I would not just... I wouldn't do exactly what I would do. I would always do a perimeter check, and I would make continuous perimeter checks. Most importantly, the roof. Because, folks, when it comes to a sniper, where are they usually at? They're on the roof. You know what I mean? On the roof, they shooting. Ha, made you look. You just another slave in my rhyme book. Yeah, I mean, this hasn't changed one bit. Ryan, I've been critical of him for years. I'm also critical of Black Lives Matter or so forth. I don't like them people neither. I don't like Kamala Harris. They should have dropped Biden. He was all senile and everything. Like I said, I don't take sides or anything. I just listen to people, and from what they actually say, not something that, you know. One thing I don't do, folks, I don't go when I hear something on the news. I want to make sure I have the full unedited content to make a well-informed decision. And that's the thing. People make decisions, but they don't make well-informed decisions. They turn on the Fox News or CNN or some other place there, and they will automatically assume that they're right. That's what most people do. Whenever they turn on the news, even local news is getting kind of political. My goal in life is always to make a well-informed decision, and sometimes I'm wrong about it, and I'll be the first to admit it, you know. I will admit sometimes if I F up something, you know. Really? If I mess something up, it's on me. Call me out for it. You gotta call me out for it if I'm wrong on something. You know, I'm not made of popsicle sticks or anything. He was explaining how civil rights led to dying, affirmative action went against treating people equally. He never said he was against the initial intent. Yeah, something like that there, but there's a couple of other speeches that were exactly what he said there, Chuck E. Cheese. Not only that, once you quote Leviticus, people, we get the message, all right? I don't want to get stoned to death. I don't even want to get stoned. Marijuana makes me sick. I don't even want to be around people that do that. But I definitely wouldn't call Charlie Kirk a centralist. He was a conservative. He was on the right, no doubt about it. There's really no such thing as a centralist. No one can be fully neutral. I lean as a moderate conservative, but I lean conservative. To the right, not to the left. There is no centralist. You cannot be 100% neutral on anything. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. No, I get really sick around marijuana. I can't stand the smell. I mean, you could try to be a centralist, but you're going to always have either a left or right side opinion, right-wing opinion about something. You can't help it. I mean, Chuck E. Cheese, there's a number of things that cause me to hate Charlie Kirk. It's just not one in particular. And even on a couple of things, I said that he was right. I mean, you guys listening to my show, and so in certain cases, I've said Charlie Kirk was right. Even Nick Fuentes is right. Even David Duke is right. I've said that before. But at the end of the day, it's just not one comment there, Chuck E. Cheese. It's the sum of a man, you know, in other words. It's everything that he says, good or bad. And there's a lot more things that I disagree with him and more things that I hate than things that I actually agree with. Me and Charlie Kirk may have had a couple of commonalities, but not enough for me to like the guy. I'm what they call a blue grit. That's what they call them in Canada. That's pretty interesting. Does my doodle curve to the right or left? No, my cock is straight. That is the only thing that's a centralist. It doesn't curve in any direction. Did I train today? I trained yesterday. I will be training this evening. I'm training a lot more, folks. That's why there ain't gonna be no more soul polls Saturday. I'm cutting it off, folks. If I hand out the soul poll to somebody, it's gonna be of a privilege. A privilege. Not dealing with it anymore, folks. Just, I can't do it. Can't do the do. Alright? But folks, get your questions in. Got 15 minutes left. Then I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm dirty. Oh boy. I'm also doing a lot more training at home too. Just working on production and stuff. I'm waiting on an email to get back to me, but it seems as though I'm not getting shit. Well, I trained back yesterday. It's just that I'm dealing with a bunch of other stuff, business-wise, that where, you know, and that I'm ending my Planet Fitness and I'm going to start training somewhere else that's 24 hours. I mean, it's 24 hours, but in a sense to where I may go back to Coops because Coops is where I train for my bodybuilding shows mostly. It's just the atmosphere of things. You know, it's a gym, and then around all the weights are in the middle of a track, basically, a half-mile track. You jog around it like 8 times. You got a mile. So after you work out, you can just jog around the track, literally. And then upstairs is all the cardio equipment, so you can do your cardio while watching below. It's pretty cool, watch people coming in and out. There's nothing like doing cardio above everyone else here. It's just I don't know, for me, it motivates me. I don't know why, but it does. Birth, raw. It's just born. You're born with the curve. I mean, it either curves or doesn't curve. Ryan? Yes, I would say they're akin to Bloods and Crips. I think that we're in the most polarizing time ever. I mean, literally speaking, Charlie Kirk just got blown to bits. I mean, he got aired out, basically, would be the best way to describe it. He got aired out. I mean, literally speaking, got shot in the neck and just literally bled to death in like less than probably took a minute or so. All drained out, died at the scene. Horrible. But like I said before, you gotta have security, and you can't say what you're gonna. You could say what you're gonna say, but if you're gonna say that stuff, you better have some good security. And don't assume just because you're going to some place like Utah, you safe. You ain't safe nowhere. There is nowhere safe. Utah is actually more dangerous than ever. It is more dangerous than Atlanta. You want to know why? They got a lot of guns in Utah. A lot of licensed gun owners. You see, in Atlanta, most people are black folks are felons, so they can't own guns to begin with. Plus, they're not going to be getting sniper rifles. They're going to be getting pistols and stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist, but you know, black people just don't get sniper rifles. We don't get things like that. We just get pistols, 380s. We not about that other life. Did you ever go into this? I've swim in swimming pools. I don't like swimming. How would have a debate gone to? I think we would have gotten a couple of shots off, but it would have been pretty neutral. It would be a draw between us. It would have came to a draw. It would have been. Because remember, I've debated Vegan Games, and he just doesn't let up there, but... So I'm used to debating. But it probably would have been a draw. Yeah, Gangs don't plan that far. He planned that. Hey, and folks... I understand that he was pounding some transgender person, allegedly. She's gonna get arrested for obstruction. You wanna know why? They don't like her.
Here's a video of my training today. This was my 4th set of 8 with 125 pounds. I swing the weight a little bit, but I always control the eccentric.
Matthew with a donation. Definitely appreciate that. Let's go ahead and check it out. We'll check out this one first there, Ryan, and then we'll check out the other one. I mean, I don't mind running it a little late for things here, so give me just a minute. Let's check out my man, training. Are you... Whoa! My nooka! Look at that! You up there just showing off in the gym, ain't you? What do you think? What do you think about that, Dale? What do you think? All right, folks, in the comments below, say thanks, Matt. You the man. Good technique. Just some basic hard lifting there. Just showing out in the gym. I like that. I like that. That's all right there. Let me get KCB's too. Whoa, 41 minutes. KCB, I'm not playing it. It's like 41 minutes. What are you talking about? Come on, man. Look at this here. He wants me to play this 41-minute clip here.
Military contractor.
That's not a clip. That's a movie right there. That's an hour show with commercials. I'd have to start another live stream just to do that. Come on, man. You bigger than that. All right, Ryan, let me see what you got. Did you send it to me via Facebook? No, I wouldn't take his money. I ain't gonna do that to him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna, as soon as I get done, I'm gonna take a shower before I work out. Cause, like I said, after a day's work, whenever I take a shower, folks, it's like I'm washing off people's problems. That's how I feel about showers.
You know, Low Bottoms Avenue say Charlie can rest in peace. He sure can. He can rest in peace. You know,
It's piss.
I don't wish no death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no sympathy for him because he ain't give a damn about.
What is that is he wearing at the bottom? That looks like an anchor or something.
You know what I'm saying? He is trying to keep us from getting our reparations.
Wandering around aimlessly.
You know, Low Bottoms Avenue say Charlie can rest in peace. He sure can. He can rest in peace. You know,
It's piss.
I don't wish.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna start the Lazy Porch Swing Blues. But folks, get your questions in. I just want to hit arms there, Chuck E. Cheese. And I change up every once in a while. I'll do single barbell, dumbbells, machine. Just hit the biceps. Just hit them. Doesn't matter how you hit them. You hit them. Hit them like a tan, which is something I ain't gonna be touching for a while. We're just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be able to do. You understand? Know what I mean? Not gonna be able to do. You gotta train heavy. You can't get big arms if you don't train heavy. Lift like a sissy, look like a sissy. Train hardcore and strong, look hardcore and strong. Ask Jimmy the Bull. You don't want to train like a sissy. You train like a sissy, you're gonna look like one. And you're gonna feel like one. When you walk around, you won't have the confidence. It's like wearing a fake Rolex here, Ryan. Even if someone doesn't notice that you got a fake Rolex, and they'll compliment you on that Rolex, but deep down, internally, your psyche is gonna say, "Man, I'm lying to these people. I can't afford a Rolex." And it's the same with lifting. I can't lift that weight. You lift the weight. You find a way to lift that weight. If you can't lift the weight, build yourself up to lift the weight. It's like wearing fake Rolexes, fake colognes. We live in a fake society these days. If you can't afford the Rolex, you see, get something else there that's nice. A Casio watch is not, there ain't nothing wrong with a Casio watch. Bill Gates, one of the richest men on the planet, wears a Casio. Barack Obama wears a $400 watch. He's been donated it, but he mostly wears a $400 watch. The great one, his timepiece of choice, is an Orient Bambino, something that you can get for $179. Cologne, you don't need Creed Aventus or fake Creed Aventus. Why do you even need to buy, some of these fake polos and stuff like that? Get yourself some Aspen. You know they're selling Gravity again? Heck, get some Langerford Classic, you know, like I use. Get you some CKB. I mean, I just don't get people. You don't need to go buy fake stuff. It's the same with weights there, Ryan. People may not notice, but you will notice. You don't be in a position of where you leave the gym feeling like you didn't really work out. Work out. I don't leave the gym until I feel that I've properly worked out. That's just me. If I finish my workout that I have set up and I feel like I can work out more, I'll go work another body part. Natty lifters do that. They're jealous. They always say they're so natty, so they're... Person using juices work just as hard as any other person. It's crazy. But what can you tell people these days? The folks got 2 minutes left. Get your questions in. Meantime, I'm going to get yelled at. Because these mamma jammas hadn't got back in touch with me on this order. And I've already asked them for information on it. Scott bench, and you don't need a ton of heavy weight. No, not for a Scott bench. If you can't get up the weight there, just drop it down slightly and build your way up. That's how you get big arms.
Vince, I just ordered the Brad Castleberry 315 pounds Olympic set. Should I send it back?
I didn't know Brad Castleberry had a 350-pound Olympic set. If you're just tripping with me, then I would send it back. If you're not tripping with me, I would probably send it back anyway, probably because you spent so much money on it. It's always better to get Olympic weights from a Play It Again Sports. Get them used. That way you ain't got to pay for shipping. Shipping fees are the most expensive these days, and if you have weight shipped to you, it's going to cost you a lot of money. But again, I do appreciate the donation. Folks, it is 6:45. The Great One has to take a shower. I feel dirty like a pig. So I want to thank all my nookers who donated. Quick Pump, Matthew, Nooka, Mr. Krabs. I definitely appreciate your support. You guys help me keep the channel going. People like you, Pugman, KCB, everyone else. I love you guys, but not in a homosexual type way. Yeah, always get your weights at a Play It Again Sports. Never have weights shipped. Unless you're out, I mean, that's just too expensive. But folks, I'm out of here. As always, peace and soul. Now a word from the Cassowary.